Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to the Great Human Podcast, and this is your host, Ashmu Bashir. Today, on episode 2, I'll talk about some difficulties that some young Muslims face. Before I start, do not forget to visit our website www.thegreathuman.com and buy merchandise. We got a shirt for only $10, we got a laptop for only $79, we got a hoodie for only $50, and we got a watch for only $25. Use the code TheGreatHuman for 50% off. Only one-time usage. Also, check out the news for the latest updates. Let's get back to today's topic. Young Muslims are facing many difficulties, especially in Western countries. One of the most important difficulties is food. We have to check and make sure that we only eat halal food as per Islam guidance. There are multiple companies which label their food as halal, but in reality they are not. So we need to consult our local imam to find which companies and restaurants offer halal food. Bullying is the second biggest difficulty young Muslims are facing. They're called by different names, not treated equally, and even we saw Muslim kids got beaten in schools or on streets just because of their faith. We need to fight against Islamophobia by following the teaching of our Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Education is also a very big issue among young Muslims. First, most of us are not usually highly educated Muslims, and second, even if we are highly educated Muslims, there are only few who understand Islam enough to explain or defend Islamic values according to Quran and Sunnah. Third biggest difficulty faced by young Muslims, in my opinion, is internalized racism. We are in times where Muslims do not want to tell people that they're Muslims. Some kids act like they're not Muslims even though they are, just to be accepted by society. They do not want to see and dress like Sunnah even if few Muslims do not offer Salah. Some kids are in identity confusion. They get exhausted to prove that they're good Muslims. We need to empower our young and give them confidence that they get success in any society by sticking to Muslim rules and regulations. Nowadays, people are openly showing their hates. Muslim does not matter. We are a well-sophisticated country like Canada, where in Quebec there was a shooting at a mosque, or in New Zealand there was a shooting at a mosque which killed lots of Muslims, or in Egypt, Switzerland, USA, New Jersey, or in France, which openly accepted that they do not like Muslims. You have Poland, which does not allow any Muslims in their country. Even in Georgia, someone shoots a Muslim while he was praying. All this happens because of Islamophobia and misunderstanding of Islam. For young Muslims, it's overwhelming and hard to digest. That's why I highly recommend all Muslims to understand Islam according to Quran and Sunnah and make Allah's deen part of our life. It's on us to clarify all the misconceptions non-Muslim has to Islam as much as we can and peacefully and in an educated manner. Inshallah, if you will try to do this, then Allah's mercy will come to us and you will succeed in this world as well as in the hereafter. May Allah grant us tawfiq to follow the Quran, Sunnah, and make Allah's deen part of our life. Ameen. May Allah also take these difficulties away from all Muslim nations. Ameen. Now it is on young Muslims to bring back the glory of Islam. And Jazakallah for listening to my past podcast. Wassalamu alaikum.